Today I wanted to talk about a product or a service that I actually started using. It attaches to Chrome, it's a Chrome extension, and it's called Gmass. Let's dig into it. Gmass is a Chrome extension that you add to your Chrome browser, and with it, it allows you to connect to spreadsheets to send mass emails from your email account. So you can have a spreadsheet with 1,000 names in it, and you can send an email to all of them straight from the spreadsheet. Now, this is great for me because I already track a lot of my cold email campaigns through spreadsheets. It's a guerrilla way of doing it, but I really like it because it's cheap and it's something that allows me to really dig into the results. In the video today, I want to make sure that I run you through some of the website features, some of the pricing options, as well as some of the ways that I use it and some of what you can expect to see on the dashboard itself. I have to pause here for a second and say that I am completely ingrained in the Google environment. Between you and I don't even really like Microsoft's Outlook. It's just a preference. It's not that it doesn't work well, it's just I'm used to looking at Google, so I really like it. So Gmass is specifically good for me because I really like the Google environment. Full disclosure, Gmass did not give me any money to make this video. It's just an awesome tool that I think that you can really benefit from. But there is a link below, and if you go to that link and buy Gmass, I'll get a little bit of money from that. And that's good. So as you can see, we are looking at Gmass's website. This is their homepage. You can scroll through their features, their products, some of the uses, and get some helpful hints and some ideas here. For instance, the cold email outreach. You got some pretty interesting articles if you really click through here. It's pretty interesting. And they do have a free trial if you're interested in it, and I highly suggest doing that. But for today's purposes, really, I wanted to go through their pricing models. Now, at the time of this video, I am just using the standard $19.95 per month. Some of the features that you can see here are it works inside of your Gmail. So it's going to connect to your Gmail account. I highly suggest that you get a paid account for Gmail. I think that you'll see great benefits for there, but the main benefit is the fact that on a free account for Gmail, you are limited to 500 emails per day, and on a paid, you can get up to 2,000. So I quickly ran into that 500 limit when I was doing cold emails and needed to bump up to a real and paid for Gmail address. It also makes your sales look a little bit neater. Breaking Gmail's limits, I can only imagine here that they're speaking about scheduling your emails to go out, but I didn't see that as a very good option. It equated to a weekend of weird emails being sent at strange times. I would highly suggest that you find out what your limits are and stick to those. Unlimited contacts, so your spreadsheets can be as long as you want. Unlimited campaigns, so you can do as many emails as you want. You're not limited. You are limited only by Gmail's account. You can do a little research and move your email to a different SMP server, but that's a little bit beyond our purposes here. Mail merge personalization. This allows you to include links and attachments and images, which is really good to make your emails pop. Email verification. This reduces bounces just a little bit. I've tried this some. It does help a little bit, but it's not perfect, but that's okay. That's the world of cold emailing. And then spam solver, again, same scenario. There's some features that you're not getting here as far as the lower amount. And the main one that I think that I am probably worried about or will look at in the future is the API access, so that I can put this in with some of my automated tools later on down the road. Though I will admit, from a sales standpoint, doing some A/B testing is super interesting to help you really hone in on exactly how your emails should be formatted and exactly how they should be set up. So next we jump into the actual email. What I have done here is I've added the Gmass extension to my browser, to my Chrome browser, and that brings up these three icons here at the top. This is the first one that you'll notice. It actually allows you to attach to a spreadsheet. So in this case, these are cold leads from Savannah, Georgia, and Hilton Head, Georgia, and you basically will just be able to attach to that spreadsheet. And then from there, you'll be able to send emails through Gmass to that spreadsheet. I'll go ahead and show you how that works. When you click in, Gmass goes out and grabs that spreadsheet and then drops all of the recipients into the Gmass email that you're about ready to send out, giving you some warnings. Be careful, don't do this. You're going to click right through it, create your subject line here, and then you're going to create a body for your email. What's cool about this is you can actually add brackets here, and it will give you different options throughout your checklist. So if I wanted to say business name, I could put that in there. So, you might use that as one of your opening lines. So you finish your email and now you're ready to send it out. There's a couple of options here with your Gmask settings. I highly suggest that you at least take a look at some of them and work through some stuff. Here's the spam solver and the email analyzer that we talked about earlier. You can create templates that you want to use. So maybe some of these are some things that you've used in the past. You can just use those templates if you like. There are some personalized fields that you can add here. Tracking allows you to basically track opens and clicks. There might be reasons that you want to track different things. Actions, obviously, send emails or create drafts. Auto follow-up is a neat here. You can do if then. So if there's no reply, you can do an automatic follow-up to make sure that they send it. No open, no click, or you can just send it to everybody after a certain amount of days. This can be really helpful for small campaigns for cold emails. Scheduling is a really nice option here. You can schedule it to go out pretty much anytime you want for the custom date and time. I'll be honest, I generally use 8 a.m. when people are getting into work and 1 p.m. when people are coming back from lunch. That's just my own personal things, and there's probably a great reason they added those in there. Speed, this is going to show some usage details, and this I don't really mess with. And then some of the repeats too is you can set these to be different rows on there. I dove a little bit into the advanced features. The one thing that I want to point out here is choosing a friendly name. You can name the campaign. This will help you later as you start to analyze your results. That's definitely important. And then once you've done this, you're just going to hit the Gmass button, and it is going to basically give you a pop-up message of, are you really sure that you want to do this? And then you are going to hit yeah, do it. Or it's going to say, are you really sure you want to schedule this? And you're going to hit, yeah, schedule it. I'm ready to go. And that is basically sending this in. The second icon up here actually helps you work with some of your other campaigns. You can follow up directly with the campaign that you sent out. So if I wanted to compose a follow-up email to this particular campaign, I can do it straight in here. I personally prefer to handle this manually, however. The last one is going to be your metrics that you're going to see, and I'll go through those in a separate video. You can see now that you're looking at some of the metrics for the campaigns that I have sent out personally. This top one here is actually one that's going to go out in 1.2 hours. I scheduled it on the 5/31/23. So you want to be careful. You want to make sure that this is not the date that it actually goes out, because it is June 1st. And when I'm making this video, but I scheduled it on this time. And it'll go out at 1 p.m. this afternoon, actually. And then here is a campaign that I did yesterday. You can see that it went out to 347 people. 224 of them opened. And then there was a click-through ratio of 16.1. You can also see the unsubscribes, the bounces, the replies, blocks, and the polls here. The main thing that I would point out in this particular situation is I use usually the opens and the click-throughs. What's interesting is if you hit the click-throughs, it shows you the email addresses of what they were clicking on and where they were actually clicking through. So it's important that you can then download that and put it into another spreadsheet and add that spreadsheet to a campaign. This allows you to sort of track on how well you're actually doing. You can do A/B testing in here manually by splitting up your spreadsheets and just sending to different spreadsheets. And there you have it. So there's a lot of ways that you can use this, and I'm interested in hearing how you guys are using it if you end up using it in your own thing. I'm sure that I'll have some follow-up videos to this because this is a neat tool that I have just started to scratch the surface on. Thank you very much for watching.